What's up everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Victoria, and today I'll be showing you how I achieve these passion twists. Now, I don't actually know if these are considered as passion twists, considering the fact that I got them shorter than the normal length, which I got the 12-inch instead of the 22-inch, and then I also used a different type of hair than what's normally recommended to use to do passion twists. I actually don't know, these might be considered spring twists. All I know is that this is my favorite protective style by far. It's super easy to do, doesn't take up that much time, and also is very inexpensive. With that being said, I have had these in for about 3 weeks, but I don't think that these are meant to last 3 weeks. I had to redo a couple of them because they started slipping out or they started unraveling. I think it was just time to take them out, and I just decided to be stubborn and push past it. If you're interested to see how I achieved this look, then go ahead and stay tuned. The packs of hair that I used for this is the Finley collection. It is the crochet, but it's the water wave, and it's also 12-inch. So I didn't want them to be too long. I kind of wanted them to look a little bit more natural, and at the same time I also wanted to add some color, so I decided to get this. I did see the free truss, however the free truss hair was 22 inches and that was really long and it's gonna take more time, and so I was like, I'm just going to go with the 12-inch. So this is another brand that I found, and it does have the loops at the top, but you can easily just separate them to do a normal method of putting these in. So to begin with, my hair was already twisted, so I actually I washed my hair, I conditioned it, I did everything I needed to do on Tuesday night. Sorry, I look a little crazy right now. So I did everything I needed to do on Tuesday night, and then I parted it and everything. I just twisted my natural hair and I just wore it to work like that the next day up in the bun, and it was fine. I found it a lot easier and faster to do the parting and everything beforehand, because parting is really what takes the longest for me because I'm such a perfectionist. So I did that the night before, and then the next night I decided to go ahead and start adding them. You might be able to see, but I kind of added them with the braid-in method. So I started it off as if it was a box braid, and then I just began twisting it. The problem I found with this though is that it still slips out pretty easily, and also to get the ends to stay I had to braid the ends a little bit, and so it's like braid, twist, braid, but like I'm trying to do it in a way that is not noticeable, so hopefully this works. I'll go ahead and show you how I do the actual braid. Of course, you just want to untwist your hair if you have it twisted, and then I'm just gonna like kind of detangle it just a little bit, just because I blow dried my hair on the cool setting, and I never really do that. I usually use it with heat, but I didn't want my hair to be too stretched because then my hair would actually be longer than the hair that I'm putting in. So I did it with the cool setting, and with the cool setting it doesn't get as straight, obviously. It definitely kind of added some knots and tangles at the ends, so that's why I'm just adding extra moisture. Just want to make sure your hair is moisturized, especially since my hair technically isn't protected in this style. It's just put into a style. It's going to need a lot more moisture. And then I'm going to take the Shine and Jam, and I will go ahead and show you a closer view of what it looks like when I put this on my root. Right now I'm just in the back, so once I get to the front I'll show you a close-up of what that looks like. So I just put this on my root, try to lay down my frizzy hairs as much as possible, and thank God this is already parted because this would have taken a lot longer. So this is what it looks like. Well, I'm sorry, this is actually what it looks like whenever it comes out. You see the two loops at the top. All you do is just separate it, and then you separate throughout the rest, and then same thing for the other piece. So I used 2 pieces of hair. This one did not separate correctly. I used 2 pieces of hair for each twist. So I just put them together like that. I don't cross them, I don't do anything else, I just put them together, and then I do the wraparound method, kind of like how I would start a box braid. So with that being said, I just kind of wrap the piece around my hair. I'm trying to show you from the back as best as possible. I wrap the piece around my hair, and so I have 1, 2, and then my hair is the 3rd piece, and then just start braiding I'm trying to do it as close to the scalp as possible so it doesn't slip out easily. And then I just keep braiding until I feel like it's secure enough. And I'm not a good braider whatsoever. So I apologize to anyone who's watching this thinking, what the heck is she doing? Like, she doesn't know what she's doing. I just learned how to box braid. I just learned how to do my own box braids for one, so that was very helpful and cheap. Once it gets about to right here, that's when I split my natural hair and with the other 2 pieces, and then I start twisting. So the thing about this twisting is that it has to go a certain way. So I go the opposite direction of the way the curl flows, if that makes sense. So for these curls, they go to, when you look at them straight, they go to the right, I think. I don't know, I can't really explain that. So basically what I'm saying is that I twist the opposite direction of the curls. If you twist the same direction of the curls, then you're gonna get more of a a uniform twist. I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about whenever you do twist the same way of the curl, but I hope you can understand a little bit what I'm saying right now. Also throughout the twist, I go ahead and add a little bit of jam just to slick down and keep my hair in place as much as possible. And then once I get to like kind of the bottom, I will start braiding. So I just split it into 3, and then I just start braiding it like normal. However, this one is a little difficult because I have my natural hair in this too. I don't know how I'm gonna keep these insecure, and I was like, maybe I can boil them, but the only thing about that is that if my natural hair is reaching the end to some of these, like, I'm not trying to boil my natural hair, and I don't think anyone should do that. So braiding right now is working. I'm probably not gonna put fire to it either, so we will see. Wrap it around my finger, get some more jam. And there it is. So here's what I mean by twisting it the same way. So if I go this way, which is to my left, that's the same direction, well probably, yeah, it's the same direction as the curl. So if I go that direction, you're gonna notice that it looks a little bit like too perfect. You see how it's kind of like looking a little too good. It's all like in unison right here rather than these that are kind of like crazy. I'd rather have the crazy looking ones, so that's why I go the opposite direction. If you want to go the same direction, that's totally up to you. For the most part on the tutorials I've seen, they go opposite, and that's how it gets that springy and bouncy look, and it looks a little bit more natural. I love box braids, but they're so heavy and they get hot so easily, and so these are very springy and they're very light. Like it's so serious, it feels like my natural hair. That's how light these are. So I'm loving that already. I'm just worried about the frizziness that's gonna happen at the bottom, and then also like if it comes out too easily. So we'll see about that. Okay, so now I can show you a little more close up. So I actually have 2 pieces here. I'll just clip this one out the way. So just doing the same thing, moisturizing, detangling it, etc., etc. Now taking 2 pieces of the hair, grip it around. So I don't know if you can see that, but I basically just looped it around my real hair. So 1, 2, 3, and now I'm just gonna braid it. And then that's when I split it. So split this, my natural hair into 2, so now I have 2 pieces, and then I twist. You see how I started off with the braid at the top? This one kind of came out a little funky. It's like the braid has twisted itself. This is what the finished product looks like. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of minutes before I finished the last pieces, I was thinking, I don't know if I actually like this. I was a little nervous because I put in all this work, and if I don't like the hairstyle, what are you supposed to do after that? But I do kind of like it. I mean, I flipped the part over. Originally I had it in the middle, and I do not like that. So I put the part to the side, and I like it a little better. I was worried about the color, but it's not too bad. I think right now it's just the hard light. It's kind of making it obvious that it's fake. But yeah, I think I did a better job at parting this time. So you didn't see my box braids before, but when I did that, the parts were okay, but I also learned how to grip it more towards the center of each piece instead of like to one side. So you can see like right here, I did it more towards like the side, and then this, I kind of did it more towards the center. I don't know if that makes any sense. Very bouncy and flowy, very lightweight, and I love that so much because I can put it up if I want to, and I don't have to worry about my neck hurting for the rest of the day, kind of like how I do with box braids. I am a little bit worried about it unraveling, but that's something I'll just have to figure out along the way. But I really do like it for the most part. I'm really excited. I'm kind of glad I tried this. I actually only used technically 3 packs, but I had to open up a 4th pack to get about 3 more pieces out. So honestly, I used about 3 packs and I bought 6. So it's crazy to me because I normally need like a lot because I have a lot of hair, but I only used 3 packs. It's nice to know that it's not that expensive to do this style. The packs were about $6 each, so that's about $18 to do this entire style. I'll just take the rest back and try to get store credit or something. I don't know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and you enjoyed watching how I learn along the way. Hopefully I'll be able to do more styles like this in the future and get better at doing them, but in the meantime, this is what I have. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.